Listen up, there's not a moment to spare. It's quite a drop from the top, so how you feeling down there? It's a cold, cruel, harsh reality. Caught, stuck here with your enemies. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies. You started something that you just couldn't stop. You turned the ones that you love into the angriest mob. And the one last wish is that you pay for it. And there's no way you're getting out of this. Who do you think you are? Tearing us all apart. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies, enemies. Where did you think you could go? 'Cause everyone already knows it's 20 to 1. Yeah, so you better run. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, but you get nothing from me. You got the world on its knees. You're taking all that you please. You want more, you get nothing from me. You like the burden we bear. You love the hate that we share. You want more, you get nothing from me. But enemies, enemies,
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
I hear voices in my head. They counsel me. They understand. They talk to me. You got your rules and your religion, all designed to keep you safe. But when rules start getting broken, you start questioning your faith. I have a voice that is my savior. Hates to love and loves to hate.
Sierra Hotel, India, Echo, Lima, Delta, Shield.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the WWE Wrestling Talk Show with Mr. Rock Jones, and
Sean Smith.
we are here today to bring you our reactions to the Raw exclusive pay-per-view known as TLC.
Yes, pretty much. We'll explain as we go along.
Otherwise known as Tables, Ladders and Chairs, or Tables, Ills, Ladders and Chairs. Because unfortunately, due to a backstage viral infection, the match card was forced to be altered slightly.
So, the match card that we said on our previous show was the card going into it. Viral infection spreading around backstage. It's now been changed.
And there was one match added in randomly.
Yes. As per usual.
So the pre-show had a match on it, and it featured the boss, Sasha Banks, taking on Miss Foxy, known as Alyssa Fox.
And to put the story short,
The winner of the match, as a result of the submission, is Sasha Banks.
is. And
The main show kicked off with the main roster debut of Asuka, the longest reigning the NXT Women's Champion.
she took the hashtag I'm gonna get absolutely murdered, Emma.
Yes, Emma's been saying that she started the Divas / Women's Revolution when she did not. That goes to Sasha Banks, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte, and to a certain extent Bayley.
Either way, the winner of the match was
The winner of the match, after a surprisingly good match, as a result of the Asuka lock, Asuka.
Corinne is from the well, of course she is the female version of Goldberg.
At the moment. Next, we saw some cruiserweight tag team action
Yes.
when Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann teamed up against the Gentleman Jack Gallagher and the Brian Kendrick.
Yes, and to cut it short, the team that Rich Swann and all that were up against is a team that was recently formed as well.
Oh, Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann have been friends for a while. The Gentleman Jack Gallagher recently turned heel.
And again, I reiterate the statement. A heel Jack Gallagher doesn't work.
Well, we've said that about a few heel turns over the month of October.
Should we call it Heel-tober?
But in any event, the eventual winners of this match, after a short 8-minute match, were Cedric Alexander and Rich Swann.
Surprise.
Next, we had Alexa Bliss defending the Raw Women's Championship against the veteran known as Mickie James, who is a 5-time Women's Champion in her own right.
She is the women's champion in games.
Now, this was not really a surprising outcome, because the eventual winner of this match, and still the Raw Women's Champion, Little Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, and at the minute it's a safe bet to say she will hold on to the championship until Asuka gets to her.
Yes, and we'll continue in NXT.
Next, we had a match for the Raw Hot Potato Championship. Otherwise known as the Cruiserweight Championship, when recently crowned champion Kalisto defended against everyone's least favourite heel, Enzo Amore.
Yeah, in short, this was a good match. A very controversial IPO by Enzo Amore.
Yes, the match, whilst a good match, and Enzo can do good short matches. However, as a poke to the eye, we saw Enzo Amore win the match and win his second Cruiserweight Championship, becoming only the second man to have held the Cruiserweight Championship twice, the other one being Neville, who incidentally has, by the looks of things, severed all ties with WWE, as he has been removed from the 205 intro, and we haven't heard his name mentioned since he walked out of WWE.
Although when the statement was that he was still in the company and never quit.
Our next match features the first change to the card.
Yes, the first one.
Originally, this match was scheduled as the Demon Finn Balor taking on Sister Abigail, otherwise known as Bray Wyatt.
But Bray Wyatt finally practiced, so Raw called in a favour.
This Raw called in a favour to Shane McMahon and SmackDown Live, and it became the Demon Finn Balor taking on the phenomenal AJ Styles.
And some people calling this the match of the
Match of the night, not necessarily match of the year. But this was, as we said, what we expect from these two. All ending with a coup de grace, because Raw cannot lose a match on their own pay-per-view, and Finn Balor picking up the victory. But after the match, because two members, former members of the Bullet Club, we saw a sign of respect and the Too Sweet symbol. The next match was a match which was thrown together when the artist known as Elias took on Jason Jordan. So what do we say here? I mean, this was a short filler match, probably to fill in time between the bottom and the main event. So this match ended, I believe, with a roll-up. Except there was some slight controversy when Elias' shoulder was clearly up, but despite that, the referee ended free, making the win on paper Jason Jordan. Safe to say that Elias did not take this lying down, and was the case in the week's night.
Here's saying controversy around the keep still that.
The next match was the main event of the evening.
Also includes the set change of the night.
Yes, this match was originally built as a 5-on-3 tables, ladders and chairs match. The returning Shield, The Miz, Cesaro, Sheamus, Braun Strowman and Kane. There are two notes here. One, a TLC match normally has something hanging above the limb that you have to grab. But this was just a no holds barred type match where tables, ladders and chairs were legal, but the pinfall has to happen in the ring. The second note is that due to the viral infection, Roman Reigns was removed from the match. So, what to do? The match remained a 5-on-3 handicap match, except the Shield had an honorary member for one night only. As Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins teamed up with the man who had not wrestled in the WWE ring since 2006, was inducted into the Hall of Fame class of 2017, and is currently the Raw General Manager, the Olympic hero himself, Kurt Angle.
And this was Kurt Angle's first match back in 11 years.
First match in the WWE, not counting his matches on the independent circuit and TNA or Impact Wrestling, whatever you want to call that, not even worthy promotion these days.
Yeah.
So,
shall we say that was very interesting?
where do we start? Because this match is one of those rare matches where we have a few here, which is simply all over the place.
Okay.
Because Kurt Angle made his way to the ring with the Shield. They did their usual stance. They came in with equalizers, otherwise known as chairs. Cleared the ring.
Yeah.
We had a frog splash off the top of the ladder. And an elbow from the top of the ladder, putting Strowman and Kane through the announce tables. We had an ankle lock put on Kane, who by the way has a history of Kurt Angle. We had...
There was still the miscommunication between Braun Strowman and Kane.
Yes, that was the interesting part, because in almost the middle of the match, I think, was it, I think Kane was going for a chair and was going for the back of a member of the Shield, but accidentally hit Strowman.
Braun Strowman and Kane near the ramp.
Yes, at the ramp we had Kane choke slam Braun Strowman through the announce table, and then practically kill him with the chairs that were part of the set.
Yeah, literally climbing on top of Strowman.
This all happened after Kurt Angle had been eliminated from the equation due to a London Power Slam through a table by Braun Strowman. But after this anyway, Braun Strowman got back up and almost like it was nothing. But then the entire team turned on Braun Strowman and dumped him inside a garbage truck, which for a change marked a face turn for Braun Strowman. We've had so many heel turns in October, we almost forgot what a face turn was.
Very true. Very, very true.
But after this, Cesaro, Sheamus, Kurt Angle and Kane got everyone back to the got Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose back into the ring. It looked like Kane was marking someone up with a tombstone when we heard Kurt Angle's classic music go off.
Yeah.
He came back to the ring. We had back body drop on Cesaro, I think it was.
Yeah.
Angle slam on Sheamus at the lamp. Another angle slam on Cesaro through a table. Some suplexes here and there. And then we had Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose do a double spear, I think it was, through the barricade on Kane, which eliminated him from the equation. Cesaro and Sheamus were already eliminated from the equation with the moves by Kurt Angle. Miz managed to get a skull-crushing finale on Angle, then Angle kicked out at 2. Then we had an ankle lock on the Miz, but Miz managed to get out of it. Then we had a 3-on-1 situation, which resulted in the knee from Seth Rollins, Dirty Deeds from Ambrose, the Angle Slam from Kurt Angle, and then the Shield's patented triple powerbomb on the Miz to pick up the 3 count. And which means the winners of the match, Kurt Angle, Seth Rollins, and Dean Ambrose. It is a slight shame that they had to move Kurt Angle's in-ring return because of illness. However, following the events of Monday Night Raw, which we will get into in a couple of weeks, it is very possible that Kurt Angle will be on Team Raw going into Survivor Series. We'll discuss that in a couple of weeks. Also, maybe in between now and our Survivor Series show, we will come at you with our promised review and thoughts of WWE 2K18. Until then, he's been Reese Rock Jones, and he's been
John Rowley,
and we shall see you in about 2 weeks, roughly.
2 weeks for the Survivor Series pre-show.
Bye. Bye.